What's the state of the hobby? Well, it's like everything else right now. It's a hot mess. I think I made an observation or two here and there that rubs people the wrong way, but it's my hobby. It's not intentional. All you can do is ask an inappropriate question or not follow the trend, and that's enough to make most people get a little antsy. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll keep playing my game at my table and having a blast. Could use another player on Mondays. But yeah, I think a lot of it is people trying to protect their market share, and that the hierarchy of who is considered to know what the fuck they're talking about is people who are publishing and trying to make a buck. And then there's other people who don't really care about making a buck, and they throw their stuff on places like Dragon's Foot, or they used to throw stuff up for free. You know, hey, I made this, have fun with it. Thackle's Hammer did that. They had probably the best expansions. If you're not one to make your own modules and you like tinkering with other stuff, or you're like just want something quick and easy, expanding the giants. And then I think Grogger changed Queen of Demud's Pits, which I agree with. I always hated the spider ship. Thought that was retarded. Like, what? Was that when Gygax was snorting a lot of coke? I mean, maybe. We all stumble, guys. I used to have a drinking problem. What was the problem? I never had a problem drinking. But yeah, I've noticed that if you don't put your name on a bunch of stuff and throw it out there, your opinion seems to be less valued as a DM. And I'm like, well, we're a weird follower count. I don't mark my stuff for children because it's not. Therefore, I am strangled on the algorithm, okay? I'm not making this for 8, 12, or 16-year-olds. I'm making this for Gen X DMs, my peer group, right? And even a lot of Gen X aren't in my peer group. You got to think about what your peer group actually is, all right? Your peers. And so I don't have a high follower count. I wonder why. Oh, it's me. It's totally me. But I'm a decent DM. I don't call myself a great DM. I have players call me that a lot. You're a great DM. I'm like, thanks. Makes me uncomfortable. I don't like compliments. I consider myself a mediocre DM because I don't make this hobby the sole focus of my life. I don't make it the sole focus of my other hobbies. I like reading. My eyes hurt a lot, so I don't read as much as I used to. I used to devour 3 to 5 books a week as a teen and through my 20s, and then as the 30s got in, I'm lucky to read a book a month. And they've become political. I used to read a lot of history. Now I don't read anywhere near as much history. I read a lot of pulp and sci-fi stuff, and stuff that I would read in an evening I devour over a month now. It just... too many distractions. I also like to craft, and I'm talking about art fair craft. I know it's kind of cringy, but I like making coasters and painting and stuff to troll the local artist. It's so fun! These pretentious art fags don't like you having a laugh at their serious art fair. It's like, dude, I can only look at so many. It was how they treated the older people who were simply painting a bowl of fruit, or a landscape, and they would talk them down. And then I showed up with fucking edgelord memes worked into stuff, and they're like, oh, what's the matter, fag? Touchy? I'm actually banned from one or two. Fuck them if I can't take a joke. Too bad you can't take a joke like you take a dick. And I got grandkids, so I'm always busy with grandkids. I got a lot of grandkids. I see you. Playing peekaboo from the other room. Just finally figuring out how line of sight works. And I don't know, I was flipping through it. I got sucked into a Shoner video. Thought it was hilarious. I was like, what are all these clips? Is there any rhyme or reason to this? Oh, then he started talking. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Took me a minute. And I just think it's weird. I think a lot of it's this niche protection of people fighting for a very small share of a very small market. And that's generally in our society, our culture. Your worth is based upon your income. And that's why people ask, what do you do for a living? And then if you've paid attention to people, become a people watcher, find people fascinating, they're asking how they should treat you as a human being when they ask you what you do for a living. And if it's considered below their standards of people worthy of respect, you won't get any. And some people will extrapolate this to regions of the country. And as someone from Appalachia in the South, I see it a lot. There is nothing wrong with prejudice and bigotry. It's as normal as breathing air, in my opinion. So I just accept it. We're supposed to accept it. You know, that's how the world is. They'll find a new reason to dislike you. Don't worry about it. Wait till you get to know me, then you can hate me. I think it's just going to be a random one today. I just thought I'd throw something out. I've not been posting a lot. Just a minute, Fletch. I had surgery, and I was not in the mood. And we have family issues. My daughter and grandson moved back in with us, so Popsy has a 10-month-old all the time. All the time. Which I love. He is a handful. That's on top of the other 7 grandkids that come over. So, I stay busy. Which means I don't get to work on my games as much, which is okay. I got a lot of ideas. I just need to start writing them down. And then when I have the time, crank it out. But don't let anyone tell your game isn't up to snuff because you don't do the funny voices or you don't have the extra funds to make all these crazy props or you don't have the time to make all these crappy props. Focus on what you know you and your players enjoy and dive into it. Recently, I just, off the cuff, gave NPCs wrestler personalities because they were big apes, and players loved it. So I'm going to really roll with that. So you know what I'm going to be doing for research? Watching old wrestling stuff. That's right. From the golden age, not this modern crap. This is terrible nowadays. It's like everything else. Everything else has gotten worse. But yeah, I'm going to edit this up, throw it up there. If you feel like commenting in the comments, go ahead. Disagree, I don't care. Like, share, subscribe. But most importantly, man, game well, game often, get your game on. Let's talking about the games and actually play some. And I know we can't ignore the real world, but you know, make time to enjoy your hobby. I can get back to the real world now. Later, guys.